Time now for another check of the forecast. We ended up seeing some sunshine, definitely on the warmer side, Brittany, and not to put the umbrellas away just yet.
Yes, you know, Jane, it's going to be definitely a more spring-like pattern as we enter into this first full week of March. Temperatures today reaching the mid to upper 60s. And I know the clouds and the fog were pesky. You know, they were really hard. Took a while to completely clear. But, takes patience, and this is a very typical pattern this time of year. Our dew point is elevated a little bit higher than normal, but made for a really nice second half of the day. We will see another opportunity for fog Monday morning. I don't think this will be quite as widespread as what we had Sunday morning, but we will likely see some of that fog persist later on in the morning. So just be mindful of that. We will have to have patience once again, but I promise you sunshine will return in the afternoon. And then a little bit of fog once again developing heading into Tuesday morning too. Again, won't be quite as developmentally, kind of widespread as what we'll see Monday. So things are getting better. But all of this is because of a really muggy pattern across the region as we have a frontal boundary nearby, and that's going to keep the humidity and all of that moisture in our atmosphere over the next few days. Good reminder, though, that when you have fog around, you have to use those low beams. I mentioned this a little bit yesterday, but all fog is just low cloud cover. So it's tiny little water droplets, ice droplets, depending on how cold it is. And so what happens when you try to use higher beams is actually the light reflects back at you just like a mirror because of the fact that those water droplets act as that mirror. And so you want to use those low beams or even the fog lights if your car has one versus those high beams, because look what happens when you use them. That is not what you want to do. So especially since Monday, compared to Sunday, many more people are out on the roadways. Just wanted to give you that quick little reminder on that. Today we reach the mid to upper 60s. Tomorrow I'm expecting more like the 70s with that fog getting out of here a little bit quicker. 70s persist with Monday and Tuesday before a brief cool down heading into Wednesday. Now I say cool down, although every single day is actually expected to be above average. Our average high right now is 61 for this time of year. Well, that 66 comes with an opportunity for rain. You'll also notice that it's another day where we'll see lower pollen levels. Now Wednesday, I'm not expecting it to rain every single second of the day, kind of like it did on Friday. However, we are going to see a pretty persistent opportunity for rain heading into Wednesday coming up. So here's the current situation. There's that frontal boundary just off our coastline. That's what's keeping all of our moisture elevated the past few days. So we've had nicer afternoons, but still some of those foggier mornings. As that eventually begins to pull away, we will see some slightly drier air wrapping in around that low pressure system. But then eventually this mid-latitude cyclone comes in from the south and west, and that's what's going to help increase our opportunity for rain, mainly heading into Tuesday night and into Wednesday. So again, it's going to bring us some rain. Wednesday, not expected to be a complete washout, but then more opportunities for rain for the upcoming work week. Very spring-like pattern. Right now, I'm not expecting any severe weather in this forecast. Severe weather typically does ramp up, though, by the end of March and especially heading into April and May. But you'll see in your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, we do have multiple chances for rain over the next few days. That especially comes in, again, Tuesday into Wednesday, and then another opportunity Friday and heading into the weekend. So we will also have those clocks moving forward Saturday night and into Sunday, daylight saving time returning to the area. That, of course, when we have those later sunrises and sunsets. But at least in the near term, Jane, the major thing people need to know, that morning fog, a possibility again tomorrow morning. And just like we had this morning, a few areas of patchy drizzle, but it will clear out in the afternoon. I know many of my friends were texting me this morning saying, you said it was going to be sunny. And I said, patience, patience.
Don't despair.
Patience.